Ah, ha, ha, ha. Welcome to Ace's Place. This is the Ace in the Hole Variety Show. Spooky, oh, where's the camera? Spooky season, spectacular fun time with toys and stuff and monsters. What's up, everybody? The lighting is going to be all over the place. I've got a weird lighting fixture here, but welcome to the Ace in the Hole Variety Show. The camera's over here. I'm looking over here, and I might as well just try to shift, right? Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Ace from Ace's Place 22, the hyper, over energetic child, child, boy, baby, big baby boy. That's me. I hope everybody's doing wonderful. And by everybody, I mean Ultra. Hope you're doing really good there, pal. I know more people will trickle in. This is the first few hours of power here on the Friday night lineup between me and a few other channels. So if you're liking, let's see, that'll be a better background. Let me see if I can sit this way. Chicka choo choo. That's actually pretty good. I like that. And you can guys can kind of see the cool stuff. Ah, yeah, dude. Have you ever had those? They're pretty good, right? If you have or haven't, I don't know. I'm gonna give the time, like I don't know, like 5 or so minutes for other people to join us, Ultra. So it's not just so intimate. I'm going to be taking a break at some point. Not a break, but I'm gonna be running back downstairs to get another drink. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, oh my god, my shell just got a little bit tighter. One of the coolest cats I have never officially met, but I've talked to also every way you possibly can, other than in person. TKD bar, rad, rad, rad. Like I said, I'm gonna give a few minutes, let people trickle in. As always, I was writing my notes. I got sidetracked doing that with other stuff. Actually, I was watching a movie. I was watching a movie, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But I do have some notes, some things I want to talk about, some things I want to go over, and some things I want to personally throw towards the chitty chitty chat chat. Until then, I'm going to flip over. Oh, okay. I'm glad you said that, Ultra. That way, you know what? I think I knew that. I think I knew that because of uh fumbling schedule of flying around and stuff like that. So very cool. Very, very cool. And I will mention that when I do my shout outs. I will take a note of that real quick. Um, outer tomorrow at 8 p.m. Thank you, Ultra. I really appreciate you, brother. We'll go through the chats real quick while we wait. Ba-da-ba-ba-doo-boop. Rowdy, what's happening? What's happening? Big things going on over at her channel. Definitely check it out. I do shout outs, but I'm going to give her a shout out. Anyways, I got a long hair on my wrist and it's bothersome. Check out her channel. It's pretty awesome. All sorts of Marvel figure reviews, up to date on the latest and the greatest action figures you can find out there. And very not afraid to speak her mind. And that's the kind of shit I like. So check out Rowdy Ryle's channel. PKD Bar. Good movie review earlier. I had no idea that that movie was about. Yeah, I think you're talking about the See No Evil one, I'm assuming, with the wrestler Kane. It's a pretty good movie. I'm going to talk a little bit about the second one here tonight. So stay tuned. You're going to see my thumb a lot. There's the camera right there. That's my thumb because the camera's right there, and that's where I'm scrolling to read your comments because I do all of this high quality, beautiful work here on my cell phone. I just do want to show this off because it's cool as fudge. I've had this since I was a wee little ace. This is my original. I don't even know what the date on it is. I feel like I've had it before toys were a toy? I really don't know. Not in the inner arm. I thought it would have been. It's not nowhere on the feetsy weetsy. It might be on the inner. There it is. Yeah, good luck reading that, pal. 1992. 1992 Crypt Keeper. And look at this, Ultra. You're right, brother. Oh, he's a little stickly wickly, but kitties. Dude, if y'all didn't watch the original if you didn't watch this Tales from the Crypt in the 90s, you missed out. You missed the frig out. This was life changing. I remember so many times laying on the couch with my mom as it was like Friday nights. It really wasn't. I don't remember, but that was, let's just say it was tradition, Friday night tradition. We'd be laying on the couch, you'd be rubbing my back or whatever. I was a wee little kid. And I'd be watching the opening scene where it's going through the cemetery up to the castle, and then phew, the Crypt Keeper pops up. He is dope. I love the Crypt Keeper. Tales from the Crypt was so great. And then they had a couple of movies. I'm not gonna look at the comments because I don't want to cheat, because I know Ultra's gonna put the fucking titles of these movies there because he's super smart. But I'm gonna say it was my favorite one was Demon Knight with Billy Zane. And then the other one was Bordella of Blood. I think it was Bordella of Blood. Ooh, Virgo. Virgo cool. What's happening, mama? What's happening? I love this. Everybody's coming in. Old school. Ain't nothing cooler but an old schooler. That's what's up. Yeah, I've been messing with that AI still, man. It's really cool stuff. But the Crypt Keeper, he's rad. So we're gonna be hitting that 2-minute mark till 10 minutes. And then we're getting the show officially on the road, baby. But there was something else I was just saying, and I got sidetracked because my brain runs on fumes. I hardly sleep. I eat a lot, so it's not like I don't have a good diet. I eat quite a bit. But that's what's up. That's what's up. Hope everybody's doing good out there in the YouTube world. I'm doing pretty good over here in the Ace world. Pretty good. I'm trying to think of last minute things. I do not believe so. I think I'm all caught up on the chat. But we're gonna wait. We're just gonna wait in silence now. Welcome everybody to the Ace in the Hole Variety Show, where I'm your host, the Ace Hole. And this is gonna be a good time. This is episode 26, the beginning of spooky season, my favorite time of the year. I hope it's everybody's favorite time of the year. If not, I won't judge you. I'll judge you. I'm gonna judge you. I'm not gonna lie. That's straight up. I'm gonna judge you. But no, the spooky season is the best time of the year, in my opinion, because it allows you to be yourself. And who doesn't want to be themselves? Why do we have to confine ourselves to what other people think? Let's just be our freaky, freaky monster selves, because that's what spooky season's all about. So let's get into the docket, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, please gather around the table here, the seating. The meeting is going to begin here at the variety show. So, first thing is, I've already done the greetings. Second thing is, shout out. And baby, we got some shout outs here tonight. First up is the dude. I'm giving him shout outs left and right. It's Ultra Liger. That's right. Ultra Liger is getting a shout out here tonight because that dude, he's everywhere. He's number one supporter. That's what's up. Number one supporter. Next up is going to be, and I was supposed to segue in a little bit of a part, but you have to change it up on the fly. Second shout out is going to go to my dude up north, and that is the Professor Severus Snape. Fumbling Through the Galaxy is his channel. Go check it out. He usually, alongside the channel Roughshod Stalks, which is helmed by Graybeard and Lady Virgo Cool, along with his own channel, Frank Doom on You, all of them collectively do Tales from the Outer Rim every Friday night here on YouTube at 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. But there's a change in schedule. This week they will be doing it tomorrow, Saturday night, 8 p.m., still right here on YouTube, right there on Fumbling Through the Galaxy. And I do believe Roughshod Stalks channel will stream the live as well. So you can check out both or the same stream on both channels. I suggest you like and subscribe to both channels because you're not gonna, it's worth it. That's all you need to know. It's worth it. That's my guarantee. And Ace guarantees it. But again, it's tomorrow night, 8 p.m. And then next up is my brother from another mother right here in New York, the 518. That's C Frost. My dude, I follow him. Him and I are Snapchat pals, and I see a lot of things that other people may not see on the YouTubes. So I'm curious and interested if he's going to be sharing. I'm only going to air quote it, the crow concept here on YouTube. For anybody that doesn't know, I might be the only one that's in the know right now. So very awesome. C Frost, go check out his channel, official C Frost, right here on YouTube. Dude does music up the wazoo. That's all I'm gonna say because the rest is a surprise. And then you've got, which would follow up, Fumbling Through the Galaxy here tonight. But as always, Flex Friday over at the Casual Toy Collectors channel. That's Casual with a K, baby. And his partner in crime, Bruce. Go check them out here tonight on their channel. It's going to be a good time. I'm pretty sure it always is. So there you go. Those are the shout outs. And anybody that I don't give shout outs to, just because your names weren't on the list this week, doesn't mean you won't be on the list next week. I show love to everybody. At least I try to. One hand washes the other, especially if you're like an alien and you have 6 hands and you got one hand washing the other, washing the back, washing the foot, washing this and that. But there you go, my friends and family, all your shout outs. Let me just look over my notes real quick, make sure I'm in place. I am going to be hitting up all of the spooky season conversation right now. You're probably going to hear a ding go off. That was my phone. I have notifications on. I didn't turn them off. What the French toast tickler? I am going to read some of the comments because I see they've been dipping in and out. So I just want to show some love to everybody. I see my boy T Frost. T Frost's twin, C Frost. There he is. What's up, my brother? What a joke. What do we say? What's a joke? What's a joke? Oh, Diddy got 5 months minus time. That's lame as shit. Most of us work our whole life, and that's a life sentence. Howdy, my buddy, everybody. I said howdy because I just read that. C Frost, my dude, glad you're here. Glad you're here. He won't stop. You're exactly right. Spooky season is the best. October, baby. Yes, yes, yes. My daughter's birthday is in October. Woo. If I'm in the chat, that means I enjoy your show and I think you are a cool person. Well, hey, you know what? That I don't show everybody's comments up on stage because it's a pain to click on it and then click on it again. You got to click on it twice to show it up on stage. But we're gonna leave that one up there because I don't need to toot my own horn. But thank you, Ultra. I appreciate that, bro. Oh, I can't move my comments though if I do that. What up, Crocker? Crow concept. Interesting. Scratch his chin. You're the only one with the no, bro, and you'll be the first to see. I'm excited. Just know it's going to be awesome, everyone. Share the stream, bro. Thank you very much. What day, brother? I'm the 18th. She is the 22nd. That's rad. The Crow. I don't usually think of that as a horror movie, but because it's supernatural, I think I'm going to dip that into my wheelhouse this season. That's the only one I have is the original one. But getting into the notes, baby. Spooky season, my thoughts, a couple of stories, and the traditions that I carry with them. So I have always enjoyed Halloween time, spooky season, if you want to call it, whatever you want to label this time of the year, fall. It's my favorite time of the year. I love the weather. I love the colors. I love the feel. I love the rain. I love the smell of everything. I enjoy the hell out of this season. I feel like it gets shorter and shorter every year. I just went in Target the other day to get a couple of Halloween decorations, and they've already got Christmas crap out. Like, bleh, not for me. I like Christmas. I'm not like a Grinch. I am a Grinch. But Halloween's where it's at. It's just the season. It doesn't even have to be specifically Halloween, but Halloween is the kitty's titties. If you know what I'm saying. It's the best. So I really, really enjoy this time of the year. Ever since I was a little kid, I can remember dressing up every single year as a Power Ranger, a clown, a pirate, a ghost, ghost face specifically from like the Scream movies. I walked around last year in my old neighborhood completely decked out in that Michael Myers mask right there, and I followed people around town. I did the stuff where I vanished into a bush, all sorts of crazy stuff. I would find like I would usually the people I was following around were people that looked like they were mid-20s to like their older self, no kids or nothing like that, nothing to freak nobody really out. But I remember following this one person around the block, and then they knew I was behind them, and I like cut around a corner because I knew where I was, and then I ended up in front of them, facing them at the end of the street, and they were just like, "What? How did you do this?" It was really cool. I have a lot of fun with the idea of Halloween and just being able to be yourself. The traditions that come with it. A lot of people have traditions around Halloween time, much like other seasons and holidays. But man, the idea of like leaving your light on Halloween to let people know this is the house you come trick or treating to. When you go down the street and you see all the elaborate like decorations and stuff, these giant skeletons and how people decorate, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I shared a picture on my comment or my community post, whatever it is, of the front side of my apartment with some of my direct decorations. I have a 6 foot tall werewolf, animatronic werewolf in my living room. It stays up all year round. I love him. It's rad. I have a very small little horror movie section over there. It's not my go-to collection of stuff. It would be. I would definitely get more into the horror movie stuff, but I'm way too invested in Ninja Turtles and crap like that. Um, so that's about it. Other than that, and traditions, oh my gosh, forever I've feel like I've done I change the name of it every year, but the Thrills and Chills movies. I watch horror movies or I engage with anything to do with spooky horror stuff all season long, right up until the end of October, October 31st. So, and I want to share that here on the channel. That's my goal, other than to just sit back, watch movies, and just be like, I've watched this for the 50th time. That's cool. I want to now put that out there for people to engage with on a bigger level. So that's my point of doing all of this on the YouTube. It's my second year of doing my spooky season. I have a whole library of stuff on this channel in my playlist. You guys can check that out if you're interested. I definitely know I'm going to be going back into that library and seeing what I've watched, well, I know what I watched, but like what I specifically reviewed, so that way I don't do it again. Or maybe if I want to do it again because my thoughts have changed on it since then, you never ever know. I'm definitely all in for the spooky stuff. I have up on the channel right now, I have night 1 and night 2. I know we're on night 3 of October, but I have nights 1 and 2 up of thrills and chills of the movie reviews that I've done. I'm going to go over those movies again here in case anybody didn't watch those reviews, and I can just kind of give a little bit more in depth, or um, I don't know, just talk. What the fuck? Videos are for talking. I don't know. I just fucking talk, man. Just talk. Let people know what you want to say. Um, so yeah, I'm going to talk about nights 1 and 2. I will give you guys a mini preview of what video is dropping tonight. Um, it'll be later tonight. Actually, you know what? Since Fumbling and them aren't doing their video, that gives me 2 hours or so um to get my video out sooner. So actually, if you guys are interested, for sure, definitely stay tuned to the channel tonight. I will be uploading a video for night 3 of Thrills and Chills of my movie reviews. So yeah, there you go. And I'll go over 2 of the movies I've watched, and I will leave the third one that I'm going to watch as a surprise. Sounds fun, right? And as Ultra stated in the comments earlier, my daughter and I, we did it yesterday, actually. We cheated. We did it yesterday because she wasn't going to be home today. She's not going to be home at all this week, and she's with her mom. So we did a video last night for today of a spooky season's treat tasting of Little Debbie's pumpkin spice rolls. They're basically Swiss cake rolls, but they're pumpkin spice. They're very good. I can only eat them in like one at a time, one a day, maybe, kind of thing. I might even go grab one and have it here on the stream. But definitely need a cup of milk with that. But they're very good. We did that video. That's up there too. Check that out. But spooky season tease for Saturday night 4. Saturday night number 4. However, I wanted to say that sounded weird in my head. So yeah. So for Saturday night, which will be night number 4 of spooky season, I am going to be doing, and I'll say it right now, a marathon. Oh, I'm going to do, let's do this. Let's absolutely do this. I don't think I've ever done this here on the channel. I can't think of it. Saturday night, I will post it again here on my channel, but Saturday night, not Saturday night because they're going to be doing their thing at 8 o'clock, but Saturday, I'm going to do it around noontime. I'm not sure yet. I'll post it, but I am going to do like an hour and a half, 2 hour live watch along of Saw. Fuck yeah, baby. Saw. That's right. The gruesome movies that people don't like, I love. I have every single one of them. I got stories I can tell about them. And I am going to do a live watch along. Well, you're going to see my reaction. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get in trouble. But I will have it playing. You'll see my reaction. I'll be talking during it. We can do that. That is going to be fun. I can't wait to do that. I'm thinking of that on the fly, and I'm going to write that down now. Live Saturday at noon. Around noon, I think, will work. So even if anybody can't join, I will definitely do that. So that'll be cool. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I've never done that before. It'll be basically be like a live Q&A kind of thing as well, I guess. So anybody's allowed to jump in. So there is that. That's the tease for Saturday. That's the whole thing. I just spoiled it. Let's do nights 1 of the spooky season right now. So let me get them ready. Ooh. So for night 1, I watched these. Actually, you know what? Let me read the comments. We'll get back in the comments because it looks like Ultra and Seafrost have been becoming best friends, and I'm quite jealous. If I'm not in the chat, that means you're a good person. Crow, interesting. You're not the only one. There it is. Shared the stream, bro. Appreciate it. I read that. The 18th. I hated that I had to shave. Yeah, I will. I have a pic of me dressed as the Crow back in '98, staying inside a local comic book used to go to. Nice. Ultra Liger. That's awesome. So take a picture. Okay, you guys are seeing that on Instagram. Awesome. When TME stuff, I always think of you. Oh, I appreciate that. It's funny because every time I see a duck, I think of you. Isn't that weird? Insta, come back and hang out. I'm going to flea markets tomorrow. Ace going to tomorrow. Hey, that's okay. It's I take no offense to people that don't watch my live when they're live or anything like that. It's literally content. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm an influencer, content creator, YouTuber, spectacular. But I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber, right? Not by any professional means, but that's just a standard name to go by. I'm a YouTuber. You got to constantly come up with content constantly. So if I can do a live where I'm watching, something that I'm gonna be watching anyways, that'll be fun. I think that'll be cool. But if it's something you guys are definitely interested in watching at a later time, it's there to be watched. That's the cool thing about it too. I always do that with Roughshod stuff, Kaz's stuff, and Fumbling stuff because I don't stay up late no more. I'm getting old. But anyways, night's number one. These are the movies I watched in order, and I'll talk a little bit about them. Starting off with this film here. This is called The Belko Experiment. It came out in 2017-ish era. Yeah, 2017 exact. It was directed by Greg McLean, and it was written by James Gunn. Yep, it's that same James Gunn that brought us, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Superman movie, Scooby-Doo. This is a pretty fun movie. I personally enjoy it for the simple thing of you don't see a lot of films like this. And by that, I mean just the concept. And Ultra, I'm going to leave it up to you, brother. Do I put. Oh, you should have said surprise, motherfuckers. Dexter. Um, Ultra, you put it in the chat right now. Do you want spoilers of these movies that I'm about to talk about, or would you like these all to be spoiler free? So I'm gonna give Ultra the power. Ooh yeah. Ultra Wee. Ooh, you love spoil. Oh shit. Ooh yeah. Spoilers. You can spoil them. I'll watch the shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. We got 2 votes. Count them, 2 votes, and they are powerful votes. It's coming from the Ultra Liger TKD bar. So I'm not here to disappoint nobody, baby. If you want non-spoiler reviews of these movies, go check out the individual ones I did for nights 1 and 2 here on the channel. But here we go. So this movie is, I don't know which way to fucking sit. How about right here? This movie's pretty awesome. There's no, at least to me, there's no real huge name actors in it. You do have John C. McGinley. Is that how you say his name? He was Dr. Cox in Scrubs. And he was the douchey cop in The Animal with Rob Schneider. That's a great movie too. But you also have Michael Rooker is in this, and David Dashmillion, Polka Dot Man from the Suicide Squad. He was just in the recent season of Dexter as the Gemini Killer. He's in tons of stuff. I think Fumbling mentioned this movie last week, which was not Late Night with a Killer or something like that. Oh man, I can't remember, but he's known in other stuff. Anyways, they're all in this movie. It's pretty great. The whole concept is all these people work in a just an office, just a huge giant office. I have no idea what their company does, but while there's 100 plus people in this huge office building in all these different levels, all these different floors and stuff like that, a voice comes over the loudspeaker and says, basically, there's so many of you in this building. If X amount of you don't start dying off or being killed, we will kill X amount of you for not complying. And each person has, I forget how they put it in them. I forget how they end up getting it into them, ingesting it maybe, but they all have like a bomb, basically Suicide Squad, like a little bomb in the back of their neck. And if they don't comply, the people in the sky will blow a hole in their fucking heads. Pretty cool movie. It literally leans on the idea of like, what would you do? Like, there is no, oh my God, there's this big scary monster chasing us. We have to survive together. There's that concept here when people start going AWOL. Like there's a group of guys that are like ex-military and they literally band together and they're like, we don't give a shit about any of you. We're gonna kill what we have to, we're gonna survive. But then it's gonna get to a point where only one of you can live. Like what, so it's not a team-based effort, it's literally survival of the damnedest. And it's super unexpected of like kills. I'm not gonna spoil kills and stuff like that. I'll just the story, not the major details. The kills can be pretty gruesome and shocking and surprising. There's many moments where it's like, oh my God, this is awful. But in the James Gunn written fashion, the music that plays adds this weird element of like, this is fun. And it shouldn't be. And that's what makes this movie fun. It's like a weird, guilty, like, oh, this is like almost too real. This isn't like Jason and Michael Myers. Well, more Michael Myers, but like this isn't Freddy Krueger where it's like this is you got a suspension of disbelief. This is like, fuck, man. Like, what would you do if you were on lockdown and you had to kill all of your coworkers? Don't comment anything. This movie's really fun though. I suggest you check it out. It is. Next up is going to be this bad boy right here. VHS 85. There are a handful of these movies in this series of the VHS series. This one is centered around 1985, hence the 85 in the title. I enjoy these movies very much. They are an anthology set. So each VHS DVD, there's one main story that's happening, but there's all these like little stories interjected in between to fill out, some time and stuff like that. And it's very fun. And I believe I'm 100% sure each. So how do I explain this movie? I had a hard time the other day, but I put it together pretty well. These are a compilation of like found footage films of like all VHS tapes, and each one of them consists of like weird, bizarre, freaky, disgusting, disturbing, kind of funny stories that on their own they tell their own little narrative, but overall it's stretching out to this bigger story that in between each set of these VHS tapes there is a main story that is happening that you keep cutting back to throughout the film. It At first it's a bit jarring because you're like, what is going on here? But once you kind of start to pick up the pattern of like, oh, okay, I got what's going on. It starts to fall together a little bit better, and it's usually by the end of the whole movie, it's wrapped up very well and be like, no, these are okay. I don't want to spoil this because it's hard. It's very hard to spoil this, and I don't really know where I'd even begin. But there's a story of a kid who gets, I don't want to say a kid, but like a teenager who gets a camera, like a camcorder, and it talks to him essentially. You don't hear it, it doesn't come to life, but it like whispers in his ear at times, and you see it. and it makes him go. I don't even know how to explain it. It makes him dream, and then his dreams come true, and his dreams are him. He envisions a first person view of like someone murdering someone, and he believes it to be himself, but it actually ends up being like his dad. It's super weird stuff, and it all circulates around these videotapes being shown. Now, this is the larger narrative in the film, where where the anthology kind of pulls together. So the larger story is a scientist and a group of scientists find this slimy cocoon, and it's got something growing in it. I forget what they call it. I forget what they call it. Billy something, something so weird. And they place it in this room that has like a television in it, and it looks like a living room. It looks like a living room. And they're doing all these weird tests to it and what have you. And they're showing it all of these videos, all of these VHS tapes to humanize it, essentially, this creature. And I do believe, from what I've gathered, all of the VHS tapes that this creature is being shown are the ones you are watching. So it's like basically you are the creature, in a sense, watching these tapes, absorbing this information. And then when the tape is over, it cuts back to the laboratory, and that story continues, so on and so forth. I know I sound so confusing, but they're really interesting. They're pretty good. Some of the stories are just odd and they're not that great. I won't lie. But then there's other ones where they're like, oh shit, that could be like a full feature length film. Um, I like the 85 version or story, because I like the 80s and the 90s for movies, and they visually make this look cool. I keep them together in a 2-pack. This is the original VHS film that came out in 2012. Uh, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this series, of this genre of movies. These are like found footage movies. They're very creepy, they can be very scary. And this one I might watch and talk about on a later date, but as of right now, this is the one. So they're pretty cool. And there's other ones out there. There's actually a new one out right now, or it's coming out. It's VHS Halloween. Your boy is going to be checking it out because I like it. So I can't wait to see VHS Halloween. I can only imagine it's like horror centric already, right? So very, very cool. Let's read the chats real quick. Uh, Plus TK likes the spoilers. That's a good movie. That was from the first one. I'll give it a watch. Absolutely. I've watched a few of these, but not sure if I saw this one specifically. That's a dope movie. Yeah, they're very cool, man. And then the last one that I watched with the kid on night one was this. Now, this is a cult classic. I'm hoping someone here in the chat has seen this. But this is Rumpelstiltskin. Now, when I did the review, I said, I don't know who directed the movie. It's right there. Oh, my finger's over it. Right there. Mark Jones. And I'm an idiot. It was right there in front of my face the whole time. But this movie here, I went and basically like a full review, spoiler review, the other night. And I kind of will go over cliff notes now. This movie is super cool. After rewatching it it came out in 1995. Can we get away with you just staring at the fucking eyeball? Yeah, we can. There we go. We'll do that. Yeah, boy, that works. So this movie is pretty freaking awesome. I genuinely, it's cheesy as hell. It says it right on it, from the creators of the Leprechaun. And if anybody has seen the Leprechaun movies, any of them with Warwick Davis, specifically with Warwick Davis, from the 90s and the early 2000s, you know what I'm talking about when I say they can be cheesy, and in a good way. Leprechaun 1 was very badass, and I'm going to be doing at some point a review of the entire series. Well, I can't say the entire series. I only have the first four. So well, I might have an extra one somewhere. But I'll be doing those movies for sure because I love the Leprechaun movies. But Rumpelstiltskin is in the same vein, 100% the same vein. Very silly, but very like ooh creepy. You know, like they definitely don't hold back on the gore effects in this at all. Right in the very beginning, he rips a guy's eyeball out and eats it. It's not. It's fun. They're fun. This movie's fun. But it's all about him wanting to just take a baby and consume its soul. I don't know if it keeps him younger, keeps him alive forever. I don't really didn't really catch on to that part. But it's all about him getting turned into a stone in the very beginning of the movie by this, I don't know, she's a witch, whatever. And then 500 years later, in modern 1995 Los Angeles, a woman comes across the stone that is Rumpelstiltskin in an old, like, antique shop. She takes it home. She's having a sad moment over her husband, who has previously passed away at the beginning of the movie, leaving her and the baby alone for the rest of their life. But little does she know, as soon as she cries, this tear falls onto this stone that is Rumpelstiltskin, bringing him to life, and chaos ensues. Full on this whole movie. It is absolutely wild, full out crazy. There's a long scene where Rumpelstiltskin is riding on a motorcycle, crashes this motorcycle in a comedic way where my daughter and we were laughing hysterically at that because previously up to that moment, the whole scene where he's riding on this bike, they've got this cool like metal music. No, I don't want to say metal music, but rock and roll music going. The lights are amazing. He looks like the Green Goblin. If they made a Spider-Man movie in the 90s, I would have wanted that to have been the makeup. It was epic. And then he just crashes his motorcycle like a putz. It's so great. Um, I don't know. Now I watched this movie once. I only know of one time when I was a little kid, and I don't remember myself thinking it was funny, but man, this movie is, I think, unintentionally funny, and it holds up. It's so good. If this was made now, this is the style of movie that it would need to be. It's got a great balance of the comedy and the scary because when this monster, this little Rumpelstiltskin hunchback, when he's like messing around, he's a nasty little creep. I mean, and the way he carries himself, he's like this jester. He talks in this manic way of hee hee ha ha, this baby is mine, and I'll take your eyes and then you're blind. But he doesn't say it like the leprechaun, like a Celtic way. He says it in this, I don't know what old like broken English accent. I'm not sure. The actor that plays Rumpelstiltskin to me, very good, very very good. Um, and yeah, by the end of the movie, he tries to get the baby from this woman. She foils his plans and ends up burning him. And the only way you can get rid of him is burning him and then saying his name three times: Rumpelstiltskin, Rumpelstiltskin, Rumpelstiltskin. And then he turns back into this stone. That's how the movie ends. Allah, or is it? Two little girls find this stone in the river and they bring it to their mom. Mommy, 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 look at this stone. Look at this thing. Can we keep it? And she's like, absolutely. Unbeknownst to them, it's Rumpelstiltskin. And she has a newborn baby. 30 years later, there's not a sequel, so we have no idea how the rest of that story unfolds. We can let our minds lead us to where it goes. I think it's pretty rad to imagine this little creeper running around in modern 2025 stealing babies. I think that'd be rad. Let's get a sequel to this. So the history to this movie, a little bit of it because there's a little history card on the inside. This came out in 1995. I don't know who distributed it, any of that crap, but it was never released on DVD. So This is the first time in 2025 that you can pick it up at Walmart for $16.95. I don't mind paying that price for a movie this awesome. And I suggest it to everybody. And if it's something you guys watch and you're like, no, that's kind of corny, it's because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be corny. But this is creepy as shit, this cover. And it does get to that kind of creepy, but it never gets to out, blood curdling to scary. Um my daughter had a great time with it. She's going on 9 years old. I thought that was a pretty good age to let her watch something like this. She's watched tons of other freaky stuff. Her favorite movie's It, the more modern one with Pennywise, or with Pennywise. Um, the hell's the guy? I can't remember the guy's name that plays it. The Skarsgård actor. I don't know what that mattered, but she likes that movie a lot. So she thought this one was a lot of fun too. So if a 9-year-old is entertained by this, I think some grown adults would be as well. The cover is really great. This is what the original box art looked like for the VHS cover back in the 90s. This is new though, and I really like this. What's up, Kaz? Just seeing your name there, brother. This is really cool box like art. I really dig this. The purple. I like the old fairy tale style drawings to it. And then on the inside, pop the disc out quick. You can see looking. I just love it. I think that's cool. It's right up my alley. It makes me think. Honestly, it makes me think of like old Iron Maiden like artwork and stuff like that with their old album covers. I don't know why. I just think that's what it makes me think of. Yeah, run them likes up, folks. Like it, like it, like it. Because if you don't like it, you're gonna have an awful Halloween season. That's all I'm saying. If you don't like this video, if you don't like this video, your spooky season's gonna suck ass. That's all I'm gonna say. So that was night one of spooky, or night one of thrills and chills, and now let's jump in to night two. Did I really only watch? Okay, I remember now. So I only watched two movies specifically on night two, and then my daughter, she was watching Goosebumps in a cartoon called what the hell is it called? Bunnicula. It's a bunny rabbit that is a vampire. That's kind of a cool concept. It's very Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Warner Brothers, Hanna Barbera style cartoon. It's very fun. I don't sit down and watch many episodes. I'll watch like maybe one with her, one or two. Um, Rumper Tumpskin. What is that? I don't like Rumper Tumpskin. Get that out of here. Get your Rumper Tumpskin. Count Duckula. Count Duckula. That sounds fun. I bet that would be a real. That probably sounds like a real movie, actually. Um, but I watched a couple episodes of Goosebumps with her. We watched the original '90s ones, Calling All Creeps and Night of the Scarecrows, Night of the Living Scarecrows, whatever the hell that one's called. That's one of my favorite ones because it's creepy. But so on night two, I watched Nope. Now, I'll be honest with y'all. It's not one of my favorite movies. I really bought it because it was super cheap at Barnes and Nobles, and the trailer looked awesome. I like Jordan Peele's movies. I have a good. I think I don't have Us. But I like his stuff. I like him as an actor, as a comedian, and it's good. It's good until the end, in my opinion. Like it's definitely freaky. The beginning starts off very interesting. There's a monkey on a sound stage or a studio stage, and it just killed a bunch of people. And gosh, I don't know. It's okay. Focuses on what the hell's going on up in the sky. Things are missing. Typical alien fashion. When they show the people getting sucked up into the spaceship, that's pretty cool. I kind of felt like uncomfortable during that time, to be honest with you. But when they show the actual alien spaceship, it takes me right out of the film, and I have a hard time finding myself being like, "Oh, I want to watch this movie because it's good, it's decent, it's okay." Nope seems like a pretty good title for it, to be honest with you. Nope. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. I ain't got nothing else to say. This one, on the other hand, I just want to show you the inside sleeve. God rest this man's soul. I'll be watching a movie very soon with him in it, and it's called Big. So, Rowdy Piper. I miss you, buddy. I call him my buddy like I knew him. I met him twice. But this movie here I'm going to be talking about for a few minutes is called See. Let me think. It's called See No Evil. That Piper DVD is great. Came out in what, like 2006, 2007. It's an older one. It's a good one. But See No Evil, starring WWE's, former WWE's Kane, who is now the mayor, I believe, still the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee. This was WWE's first ever studio produced film. The second one, I think, was The Condemned with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fun movie, fun concept of a movie. But this one here, I truly enjoy this as a horror movie. It stands on its own 2 feet in the genre of horror movies. It pays a lot of homage to older horror films, such as like not Freddy Krueger, Jason, and other slasher films like that, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Leatherface and what have you. But this is a really fun movie. Kane, a little backstory on Kane the wrestler. He came in, I believe it was 1997 at Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. It's Kane! It's Kane! It's gotta be Kane! Vince McMahon shouting as loud as he possibly can as Paul Bearer walked Kane down to the ring. Kane ripping the cell door off of the Hell in the Cell. We have never seen anything at that time like that, especially the structure alone. Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, battered, bloodied, and bruised on the inside. Undertaker turns and stops and stares and sees this beast, this giant red beast. Kane dressed head to toe in this full red and black outfit with this menacing mask and this long black hair, 7 foot plus monster gazing into the eyes of the dead man himself. And the Undertaker stood there frozen in time, not knowing what to do, realizing his brother had found him at last. And Kane, making no hesitation, not thinking twice, grabbed the Undertaker and put him down, giving Shawn Michaels the first ever win in Hell in a Cell, leading Undertaker and Kane on a journey, a legacy, a lifelong history. The Brothers of Destruction were born. Kane became his own creature, his own monster, the big red machine. And here he is in his feature length debut as Jacob Goodnight. It is an awesome movie. I really think it's an awesome movie. Visually, it's very cool. It does a lot of its own things. It takes a lot of risks. And I don't think enough people know about this movie. I never, ever hear the horror community talk about this movie. I don't know if they think it's a joke. I don't know if they don't take it seriously. I think it's a really good movie. Came out in 2006, I believe. I think I was 16. Huge wrestling fan. Isaac Yankem. Oh my God. I just happened to look over here. Get the fucking Ultra Liger. Yeah, he was a dentist at one point. But this movie is a lot of fun. It starts off with police being called to a house of screaming and blood curdling, just murder happening. As they enter the home, one of the cops is slain, and the other one has his hand cut off, wounding, maiming, thinking he killed the beast that is Jacob. I don't say many years. I think it's like 4 or 5 years later. That same cop is now working for a juvenile facility. bringing a group of young men, and then there's a group of young girls all being brought to this hotel in order to clean it out and help get it renovated to be restored to its former glory. Little do they know, these four boys and these four girls and these uh, corrections officers, if you will. I think there's one of them is a corrections officer and the other one's like a therapist. Um, but little do they know, the person that called them to this hotel is none other, Allah, like Friday the 13th, Jacob Goodnight's mother. That's right. It's his mother. She's not the killer, but she is the catalyst behind why he does all these horrible things that he does. She is a huge religious fanatic, believes in the Bible and sin, sin, sin. If you commit a sin, you are going to be punished to the fullest extent. She used to cage her son up when he was a boy for packing the pud, if you will, beating the one-eyed Cyclops Perseus. Um, yeah, she would do all these heinous things to him. She showed him, if you see sin, pull out the eyeballs of your victim. It's disgusting, brutal stuff, but it builds up for a really good movie, and they think that she is just this innocent little caretaker. But little did they know, like I said, they're all brought there to what the hell's the word I'm looking for? To something for their sins. To commit for their sins? Pay for their sins. Fuck it. I don't know. We just say it like that. It's a pretty good movie, to be honest. It's very gory, very graphic. All the kills are brutal as all heck. It's typical teenage, like I say teenage, but they're in their 20s probably. Slasher film. Each one of them's getting pegged off here and there, one by one. By the end of it, Jacob Goodnight doesn't really turn his ways, but he kind of sees, oh, I'm doing something wrong. Splits the difference between being good and bad. Ends up paying the full price for it. Gets a big metal pipe stuck in his eye. It rips his eyeball out. He falls to his death out of like a 6, 7 story building. They do this very cool shot when he hits the ground. It's very much like in the Fast and Furious franchise when like the cars rev up and you go into the engine and shit and you see like the pistons going and all that. Why did the lighting just get like yellow? That's weird. Oh, leave it like that. Who cares? It's very. Oh, but it goes in like super high speed. It's all CGI looking, but it's very cool. And you're inside of his body, and you just see like the impact. You see his heart, and then you see like a rib cage go right up into his heart and kill him. I suggest this movie. It is a lot of fun. It's very different than other films you're going to see in the horror movie genre, but it also feels familiar at the same time. So there's that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up nights 1 and 2 of Thrills and Chills. Now let's give a little tipsy tips to what is in store for tonight, night 3. So, well, it ain't one thing to talk about See No Evil, but it's another thing to talk about the sequel. See No Evil 2. Hell yes. I'm not gonna go in a full review right here, right now. You're gonna have to wait for the video later tonight. But See No Evil 2 sees the return of Jacob Goodnight, Kane, with his killer ways. What do I think of this one? You'll have to watch the video, you silly gooses. And then this was the one I was just watching right before, or as I was taking notes and stuff like that. And that is Don't Breathe. I genuinely think this is a banger of a movie. This is a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. Very, very good movie. Very effective. I'm going to go. This is the one I'm going to be going full spoiler review in my video tonight. So, and then I'm going to watch another movie, which I'm not entirely sure. Astray, what is up? Don't milk is better? Why am I losing? Bogus Diesel? Oh my gosh, you're really going in with those deep cuts on the wrestling, huh? I thought I was doing all right, but you're really going hard. What is up though, Astray? It's great to have you here. But I'm not sure what my third movie's gonna be at. I'm gonna have to go down there and rummage through and check something out. So you'll that'll be a surprise. But for now, those are the two you guys are gonna be in store for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, what is up next on the list? This weekend, I can't believe it's already been a month. Can you believe it's been a month already since I bought this big ass blue tote and all those Ninja Turtle figures? Holy crap. I can't believe it's been a month already. Because I'm going again this Sunday to the Saratoga Toy Show here in New York. If I know none of you guys are here in this area, but if anybody that watches this ends up being in this area, go to it. It's really cool. You'll definitely see this face. I wear this hat. I wear this face. So that's what's up. Yeah, dude. Time flies. Seafrost, I will be picking you up. One or a couple of new Hot Wheels, brother. So there you go. I will not have the kid with me. I always say how I want to record this toy show. It's nothing huge, but it's fun. I always get the jitters. I'm going to try to seek out the person that runs the toy show so I can get their consent and be like, can I film myself like walking around here and just and asking other booth people their consent as well and just that because it's cool. It's what I do and it's what we'd all want to see. So I think it'd be a lot of fun. So the toy show, there's that for me. I did pick up one new toy this week. I'll show it off. Um, I'll be doing a review of it later this month because this is a pickup for my daughter. I picked her up. She likes getting these Ninja Turtle figures. These are what the hell are they called? The mutations. You can mix and match their body parts to create any character you want as long as you have a whole bunch of other characters in the line. These are a bunch of the other characters they make in the line. All of them, their body parts pop off: heads, legs, feet, hands, arms, weapons, whatever you can think of. They all come apart and you can make your own character. This is the very last one besides the four turtles. We don't really need them because we have tons of them. But out of all the one-off characters, this was the very last one we needed, and it's Mechazoid 3 with Mini Mech. So she will think that's pretty cool. Picked it up the other day at Target. And that's for her birthday. So yeah, that's the only toy pickup I've had this week because I knew my toy show was coming. So I was trying to be like, gotta be a good boy, AC, so you can get some really cool stuff. But I did last week. I might have shown them off already. I'm not gonna do it again. They're up here. I've got the Pizza Club, all four Turtle brothers from the Pizza Club: Mikey, Donnie, Raph, and Leo. Those are the individual NECA figures for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. They are really cool action figures. I have not unboxed them or opened them yet, but I will be at some point. Y'all know me. But I do want to talk about the girl I've been seeing. Booty Mama is her nickname, is what I'm going to call her. She wants to kind of stay hidden for now, which is fine. She did pick me up off of the Target app a 2-pack of Ninja Turtle figures. And I've done a review of them this past Turtle Tuesday, and I will show them off again right now, though. I have them in front of me. One of them is right here, and this is Mutagen Man. His real name is Seymour Guts. He is a guy that falls into a vat of chemicals, and the Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady put him back together with this tank-like body, and his brainstem and mutagen are keeping him alive, and it's being fed through these tubes and these canisters back here. He's got a Pizza Hut cup in his hand because he's going to Pizza Hut, the Pizza Club turtles. This is a pretty cool figure. Like I said, I did a review of him already. Not going to go over it again, but I'll put him here. And he came in a 2-pack with One of my absolute favorite figures in my entire collection, and I have both of these as the original Playmates figures. Again, go check out the review I've already done. But this is Ace Duck. Hell yeah, C Frost. There is a duck in the Ninja Turtles universe named Ace. What the fuck are the chances of that, dude? Your favorite animal, my name, one of my favorite fucking cartoons in the whole wide world and toy line of all time has something that reminds me of you and that reminds me of me without me being vain. And this is awesome. Pretty freaking rad. And there is a wrestling version of this character. I don't believe it's out in stores at all yet. And he's a big, muscular jerk of a character, and I will definitely be buying him when I see him. It's just another Ace Duck. And this is he's like a early 1940s, 30s, maybe even like style movie actor. He's very cool. I like this gimmick. I like this character. Go watch the video to learn about his history. There's his bomber jacket. We'll put him back in his spot. He looks so cool. I got a whole sewer display set up here on my desk. Maybe I'll flip it around and show you guys here in a minute. I have to add that to my collection. I want to start collecting figures. If you're going to start collecting figures, I highly suggest, if I don't know what specifically you're going to go after, if you're just going to go after like ducks or whatever, but you've got the original Mighty Ducks line. Those figures were tight like a tiger, dude. I had all those shits. There's vehicles, action figures. I think there's even a play set or two. That's a pretty cool line to start with. The Ace Duck, like I said, for TMNT. There's that Ace Duck. And then this is the original 1990s Playmates Ace Duck as well. Of course, I got to have this one in my collection. He's great. But very cool, very cool. I thank the lady very much for buying me those. This is the first time I have ever had a chick buy me an action figures. It's kind of rad. I think I'm addicted. Baby, buy me more. Buy me all of them. I want the Stump Wrestling Turtles, damn it. I hate admitting that. $150 though. Yucky, yuck, yuck. TK, what are you saying, my dude? Yeah, the new Ace Duck in wrestling gear slaps 10 times harder. I don't know. I'm not going to agree with that. Psh, I don't know if it slaps 10 times harder. It definitely slaps for sure. That head sculpt with the spirally eyes, hell yeah, dude. And then like he's just in his big red thong. And the chair, that chair is an excellent accessory. That should have been something that came with every single Stump Wrestling Archie NECA figure. 100%. They should have all come with some kind of wrestling accessory. That hands down. You already know I'll be... Oh, Dragon Ball Z, of course. I'm an idiot. Why did I not think Dragon Ball Z? I was thinking simple. I'll be going... There you go. For all cartoon figures. If it's Disney afternoon, I'd get Darkwing Duck line. Darkwing Duck X Tailspin. I don't think I ever had any Tailspin toys. I don't think Hot Wheels made them. Maybe they were Matchbox. I don't know. But I had Tailspin. Jesus H. I had Tailspin, like little Hot Wheel style airplane cars. Those are always really cool. I want the Stump ones just because that's a very easily attainable line to get all of them in that line. Not just specifically the Turtles, of course, but to get all the other characters that go with it. And they just came out with, or they're coming out with the new Wingnut. So I mean, it's just I just want to collect the whole goddamn thing. I want them all. But that's all I got on that for toys. Do I want to go over? Yeah, we're gonna go over right now the 500 subscriber giveaway prizes. You guys ready for this? I don't know when the video will be. I still have 2 more packages I have to send out before I will do the live for these. But I've shown some of the prizes before. I've definitely have added since then. Actually, you know what? Speaking of Ace Duck. Oh, my finger's in the way. There he is right there. Big Ace Duck wrestling. And then you've got all 4 of the Stump Wrestling Turtles. But let's go over the 500 prize giveaway prizes of the prizes. Let's prize. Moto Viper. What is up, dude? It's weird. I don't know you outside of YouTube, but every time we chat, it's always fun. You're always very interesting to talk to and hear. And I just get excited every time I see you jump in the chat. It's like, just yay. So let me grab these. La di da di da. La di da di da. Yeah, so many things. So many things. Okay. So, Moto Viper, you're here, brother. You actually won something from my channel for the 450 subscriber giveaway. You won a Thanos action figure. Do you still want it? Because I do have it packaged for you. I just never got your address. Because I am more than willing to absolutely mail it out to you if you would still like this or like that. And Virgo and Roughshod, you are the last. Oh no, fuck! There's Fumbling. I don't have Fumbling's address. You want a Funko? There's 3 of you because well, they're usually right back there. 450 subscriber giveaway stuff is still right back there. TK, yes, you got your care package. You were one of the ones I was definitely postponing because it just was taking me forever. But this week I will be shipping out. Well, I think I still have Virgo. I do believe that I have your guys' address still on my phone. But I will be shipping out the puzzle and whatever Roughshod won. I forgot what he specifically won now. But there's a couple of things when I was moving that I'm going to stick in there for Roughshod and you that I think he will specifically like in his collection. So try to make it worth it since I made you guys wait so goddamn long. But let's talk about the 500 subscriber giveaway prizes. There's going to be about the Catwoman. That's right. The little Catwoman toy. That's right. Perfect. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's going to be, I need 3 more things because I'm trying to get to 10. Oh, wait, you got this. I feel like I want to add this in with something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But as of right now, let's go over the prizes. First up, it's going to be this little brick craft style Lego set of Brian Griffin, which includes 2, my fingers are always in the way, 2 accessories. You're going to get a morning coffee cup and you're going to get a late evening martini glass because you know how Brian likes it. He likes them strong, Lois. So there you go. You get the AM and the PM version. Picked this up at Walmart. It was only $10. I thought, hey, why not? It's kind of cool. Everybody likes Family Guy. Why not have something like this on a desk, right? So there you go. It's a pretty cool little thing. Next up are these. These are from my own personal collection. I'm downsizing, so I figured these are pretty cool, and I bet a couple of people would appreciate them. And they come together as a set. It's going to be these awesome Marvel Legends style figures from Hasbro. They are still on card. They're not old or anything. They're just a retro style, the retro Kenner look. But the Captain America, the Iron Man, I've got a few of these, Black Suit, Spider-Man, and a Green Goblin that I'm personally keeping because those are my favorite ones. Captain America is one of my absolute favorite superheroes of all time. And the Iron Man I just got because, well, why not? They look good together. I am going to be giving these away as well as a 2-for deal. So you could get both of these. Next up is going to be this. Wakanda Forever! Black Panther figure right here. Yeah, you know, you've all seen it at Ollie's. This is a cool ass figure though. It's got a pretty good head sculpt of why can't I only think of his name as T'Challa? What the oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on his name. T'Challa. That's not your real name. What the heck is his real name? Why Chadwick Boseman. There we go. God damn. Couldn't come up with it quick enough. But this is a pretty cool looking Black Panther figure. I figure, you know what? Why not give this sucker away? I like it. I think other people might as well. So there you go. You get a Marvel Legends figure of Black Panther. And then there are 2 of these, and they are not gifted together. They are separate. For the wrestling fans out there, I have Rosie right here from the Superhero in Training outfit. This is the Chase variant version. I picked this up at Target for about $7 and some change. He was tag team partners with the Hurricane. So I figured I got some wrestling friends out there that might want to win this or might be able to win this. That's what it is. Shit, there you go, baby. Superhero in Training. And then here we go with the regular version of him in his normal looking outfit. Again, it's just Rosie, baby. These are both going to be given away, not together, but individually, because that's just, it's a cheating way. It's an easy gimmick. So someone could win the regular version, or someone could definitely win the Chase. It's up to the gods. I don't have a clue. And then the only other 2 things, this right here. I have this. I want to give this away, but I'm not sure how I want to do it yet. This is from Delta 17. This is their weapons pack I picked up from them the last time I was at the toy show. I think I want to buy one of their little action figures, but I don't want to spend 25 bucks on one, to be honest with y'all. But I did buy all of their little weapons. I want to give this to one of you. Is it Rose? It's Rosie. Oh, your cheeks are so rosy. But I want to give this away to somebody because I know for the action figures of this scale with like G.I. Joes and stuff, these are perfect. So we'll figure out who gets this. And then next up are the 2 really awesome. I don't know if those would fit in the turtle's hands with the scale of them because they're for like little G.I. Joes. No, you know what? I guess they would. Maybe I'll buy another pack because I want to give these away because I do think these are cool and I think some of you guys would like these as like little accessory guns. It was only $6. I'll buy another one of these for $6 from the Delta 17 guys. Anyway, these are like the 2 cool gifts that I personally think. Up here is the Simpsons living room diorama playset where you get all these cool features. I've done a video of this on my channel. It was one of the first ones within the first year or so, or 6 months. This is a really cool playset. You get the Homer figure in it as well. I was thinking of something, but never mind. This is really cool. I think it's totally worth it. I got this on sale at Target for $12. I think that's a great pickup for this. Target with all their clearance stuff is a great way to go for giveaways, in my honest opinion. This is awesome. It's still sealed. I have one of these. I swear by it. It's definitely cool. It's got the exterior right here where obviously it's just the front of the house and a little bit of the side of it. And then you got the family. It doesn't come with the family or the dog, but it does come with the TV, the little not a nightstand, but like a little stand over here. Comes with a couch, and then it comes with this lamp. This little button right here. There's little pegs on the carpet you can put the characters on, and if you twirl this, each of the characters move in a circle. These are the other figures in the line. I think this was from series 1. And then these are over here, the bigger figures in series 1. Done videos on every single one of these Simpsons figures. So definitely check that out here on the channel if you're interested. But this is something I can't wait for someone to win. Hopefully they are excited about it because it's pretty freaking awesome as a little display set. And the figures right now are literally on sale at Target for like $3. I mean, I might snag a couple of them if they're still on sale when I go to work next week. And then I might even throw them in here. So there's a couple of characters, a couple of accessories essentially to go with this too. Really, really make it worth it for you guys. Because it's fun. Let's see what my boy Kaz has got going on. That's fire. They are family not included. Nope, you just get the Homer. Are they scaled with the ones in stores? Yeah, they have. So you have. All right. So you have the 2.5-inch figures, which are the smaller ones, obviously. They are scaled with the house and what the hell else is out right now? The Krusty Burger itself. Then you have the 5-inch figure, which these do not have a play set, but these are absolutely in scale to the old Playmates play sets that are the interactive World of Springfield ones that I collect and I've showed off here and there. So the bigger ones interactive with the older sets, the littler ones are interactive with the new play sets. And for the new play set, they do have, I believe, now we're purple looking. They have, I believe, the family sedan is coming out, the pink car, and then they're making Mr. Plow, Homer when he was Mr. Plow, they're making his vehicle, his plow truck, which is really pretty cool, I think. And then the last gift, as of for now, is boom, a NECA figure, baby. That's right. We're not just going to give away cheap shit. We're going to give away really cool stuff. I think this is cool. I know it's Ninja Turtles. I know you guys are Transformers and you're G.I. Joe and you're fucking Star Wars. But come on. Ninja Turtles are badass. They've been around forever. They're fucking intergenerational. People love them. Their movies are dope. They've got more movies than G.I. Joe's. And that's what's up. They got Ninja Turtles that are military. They got Ninja Turtles that are robots. They cover all their bases. I love TMNT. And what better character to start your collection with, or just to have in your collection, is the fucking Shredder. And not only is it the Shredder, it's Krang. So you're getting 2 characters in this package, which is a really great deal. It's interchangeable head. You can definitely get Krang to be the headpiece, or you can swap it out for the actual Shredder head in here. I think this is a fabulous Shredder action figure. I have him on my shelf. He's opened up out of box. I goof off with him all the time. I take pictures of him all the time. I just did an AI contributed video or made video of him fighting Leo the other day. It is pretty cool. So I think this is a really badass action figure, and literally to be able to win this, it's pretty great. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I see some Ninja Turtle talk, and you all got me going now. Love the Belly Bomb. Belly Bomb is awesome. Belly Bomb is so cool. I love the design of that character. He's trying to get us addicted to turtles. You goddamn right. Get 1 toy, and in 2 years you have 100. And in even fucking 2 years, my guy, it's like a matter of months. As long as the job keeps paying, the toys keep coming. That's the problem. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! I don't want to get in trouble for singing. Shell Shock by Wiz Khalifa's badass track from the movie. That is a good song. Knock, knock, you about to get shell shocked. That is a good one. That figure is fucking lit. It's a great figure. It is an absolutely great figure. I mean, the design, the Archie design of this, he's bulky, he's menacing. This is truly like a menacing looking Shredder. Even with like the Krang on him, he looks so cool. And he comes with this little bonsai tree, which is a great little accessory. It's actually, you know what? I'll show it off. Here is the bonsai tree right there. And then here's my Shredder. He's an absolutely awesome character. He's got that soft goods cape. He's he's a beautiful design. Absolutely killer design. I think his leg is loose though. His leg is loose. I don't understand why that's really loose all of a sudden. Old Papa Bear can fix that though. Or maybe I'll just switch it from the box, right? I'll just switch them out. No, I would never do that. That's terrible. Oh, I knocked all my stuff down. I would never do that. That's a horrible thing. I actually watched some YouTube video where this guy sells Lego and he got his Legos returned to him because the guy's like, oh, the stuff wasn't in it. And when he opened up the box, it was switched out with like noodles, uncooked noodles and shit. I was like, oh my God, that's terrible. And then I've seen videos of people switching out toys. My mustache is itchy so much right here. Man, it's awful. Don't do that kind of stuff. But let's get back to the notes because we are going to be pretty much hitting it on all cylinders. I know there was something. Oh, I know. Speaking of The Simpsons, I want to talk about this. So, obviously, I'm a big Simpsons guy. I just talked about it. The original Simpsons movie came out, I think, 2007, and it was a really good movie. I truly enjoyed the original Simpsons movie. I've watched it numerous times. I still have my original copy on DVD. The whole movie is about basically pollution. Homer and the rest of the town are polluting the town's water, the lakes and stuff like that. So the government has to come in and take action, and they put a big dome over the town, and everybody's trapped. Homer and the family, they escape, and that is pretty much it. They're trying to free the town, trying to help out, everything in between. It's a pretty great movie. I truly enjoy it. Well, 20 plus years later, we are finally getting a sequel with the unofficial name of it is The Simpsons 2 movie, The Simpsons movie 2. I'm not really sure what it would be called. But they did, and it is official. Disney, I'm assuming it's Disney Fox, put out a poster or a picture of Homer's hand reaching up and grabbing a donut and pulling it down. And it says, Homer's coming back for seconds. I am very, very much looking forward to a sequel to this movie. To me, animated movies are a thing that if it's successful when it first comes out, why is it taking 20 years to get a sequel? Do we even want a sequel after 20 years? Because the first movie is definitely one of those things where you're like, wow, okay, yeah, a Simpsons movie, sure, we can go. But what is the point of making a new movie after 20 years? And I'm talking to you, Happy Gilmore, too. So Simpsons 2, I'm very excited, but I'm also very weary because it could be just, I don't understand, maybe. That's it. You've been, for the last 20 years, pumping out episode after episode, season after season of The Simpsons. So, again, why now? Maybe because it's 20 years later. That's a weird reason, but I'm super excited. I'm very interested in it. I hope that has a lot more of the Springfield characters in it. We did see quite a few of them in the first one, but we were also limited on them as well. But I can't wait. Obviously, I think that it's 7/23, 2027, so like a year and a half away now. Whatever, I could be dead by the time it comes out, and that'd be a real pain in my ass. But whatever. Let's read some comments. Hot Wheels. Oh my god. 76 Hot Wheels. Holy damn. I got old NECA and SH figures are the best. I saw that TMNT pizza thrower vehicle at Ross today for I think 18. 18's not bad. I've got I picked up the pizza thrower. I think I paid 20. I think at Target when it was on sale. I've got the original pizza thrower too from the 80s. Never was into The Simpsons. I remember when they first showed up on the Tracy Ullman show. Hell yeah, man. Dan Castellanello, or however you say his last name, all of their voices were so weird then. The animations were weird. They didn't have the traditional color palettes down at the time. Very, very bizarre when you go back. It's almost like out of this world style. You think it's like, wow, is this like alternate universe Simpsons? It's very much what it feels like. Alternate universe Simpsons. It's just pretty cool. I am double checking, making sure I've got everything I wanted to chat about. I think I hit up everything. Talked about the toy show. I got all my notes out of the way. And that's about it. I think that's it. Oh my god, early Beavis and Butthead. All those things. Any of those old cartoons from the 80s and the 90s, they're just Duckman. You guys remember Duckman? Duckman was a hell of a show. I got that on DVD somewhere. But good stuff. I can't wait. Just to go back to the toy show for a minute, I will be looking for obviously Ninja Turtle stuff. I'll be looking for Simpsons things, almost anything that catches my eye, to be honest with you. I want to get a couple of, if I can find them, original real Ghostbuster action figures way back from the day. I want to find Small Soldier shit. Cowboys of Moon Mesa stuff would be fun to get. Anything really. I can't wait to go to the toy show. It's going to be super exciting. Hopefully, I'll be able to do a video of it. Maybe I'll see if I can do a video, and then I'll edit it where I put my audio over the video, so I can do it that way. I guess I don't know. I'll figure it out. I can't wait. But we'll read some of these comments. I think, you know what, about this hour and a half mark, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Read some of the comments, and we'll call it a night until we get over to Kaz's here at 10 o'clock. Beavis and Butthead. Yep, I'm so old that I remember when OT was a comic strip along with Zippy the Pinhead. Holy shit. I know of that, but it's only because of the history of it, not because I grew up reading it. Not at all. Damn, Moto Viper. Yeah. Actually, hold on. I got this right here. I'll be throwing this up tomorrow too. I forgot to mention that, and I looked right at it. I will be reading this. Or actually, I've already read this, but I will be reading it again to refresh my memory because I read this like a month and a half ago now. And I will be mentioning it in some form or fashion, maybe a short. Talk about this in a short. Because werewolves are personally my absolute favorite creatures of the night. And Werewolf by Night is a Marvel comic book. Tons of different iterations. There's up on Disney Plus right now, a Werewolf by Night live action feature. It's very good. There's a black and white one. The original version of it is black and white. Oh, okay. There you go. There we go. I'm ultra with it all, baby. I feel bad when I don't. This is my admission of guilt. I always feel terrible when I plug my friends' YouTube channels and stuff, but I don't give like accurate information of like times and or updates. The way the YouTube algorithm is, man, half of the time I don't see shit until after the fact, or it's like, oh, there's that. Let it notify me now. But I didn't know he was doing an unboxing tonight. I'm very glad you just said that. So there you go, Ultra. Um, Graybeard, Lady Virgo over on Roughshod Stocks channel. They are going to be, and I don't know, even know what the unboxing is going to be. And don't tell us. Don't tell us. I want it to be a surprise when I jump over there. I have to, I just want to be surprised, see what they're going to unboxing. If the movie I'm going to be watching is going to, it is going to run into his unboxing, but I'll have this on. Either way, it don't matter. So I'm excited to see what it is going to be. But I was saying something and I don't remember. Oh, also this, Jesus H. McGillicuddy. The main thing. I would like to do just a drop no live. Oh, okay. Either way, I'm gonna be watching it. I would like to get a panel together. I'm not good at this kind of stuff, so I would like to get a panel of people together, like 4 or 5 people, to do a live with me in a couple of weeks here on the Ace in the Hole Variety Show, because I would really like to do for spooky season a group of people talking about like we do the top favorite movies, but their favorite horror movies or their favorite memories or anything they like about the spooky season. It's mostly I want to talk about like the horror movies, but it could really be about any particular thing of the spooky season. I would really personally like to have a few of you, ladies and gentlemen, jumping in that with me, if you don't mind. Um, I know a good chunk of you have my phone number or my Snapchat, even like Seafrost. I see you right now. I would love it, Seafrost, if you would join in, dude. That would be an absolute pleasure. I will keep track and stay up to date and be in contact with anybody that's interested in truly joining it and doing it with me. I would really appreciate that. I think because I'm getting winded talking for so long by myself. And I think having a horror movie panel cast would be that's right up my butt. I meant to say alley. No, I meant to say butt because it would sound funny as hell. Oh my God, keep it going till the fucking flex. Yeah, right, Virgo, you crazy mama, you crazy. I'm gonna be jumping off and I'm gonna be starting my 3rd movie for night 3 of the Thrills and Chills, and watch that, get my review up before the night's over, so I'm not putting it into tomorrow like I usually do, and that way I can rest easy and relax with Flex Friday tonight because I don't have my little one, so I can kind of do whatever I want. Yeah, I will definitely let you know, C Frost, when I want to do this. I just want to get more collective minds that are possibly interested in it before I set an exact date. It's going to be a Friday, obviously. It'll be a Friday. This month, so within the next 3 weeks would be preferable. I would really, really like that a lot. So I might even put stuff in my community posts to keep people going. I'll message some people. I'll bother you all and be like, hey, you want to be part of my show? It'd be really cool. I think that would be awesome. And then also I will open up the link during that same chat. I didn't do it tonight just because I knew I had enough to get me to that hour and a half mark, hour and 40-minute mark. So I knew tonight was just going to be a ramble on from the crazy man over here at Ace's Place. But when we do the horror panel talk along, is that a fucking thing? A talk along? It's a talk along now. I'll open up the link and anybody that wants to jump in can jump in too. So other than that, my mouth is dry. I've definitely contemplated whether or not I want to take a sip of this just to parch my thirst. Definitely not going to do that. But we're going to wrap this live up. This show, ladies and gentlemen, this Ace in the Hole Variety Show is coming to a beautiful, beautiful end. And I gotta say, I enjoy this. I enjoy reading your guys' comments. I enjoy knowing that you enjoy whatever the hell this is. Because there's many ways y'all can be spending your Friday nights or evenings. And to have me in your ear or on your phone or however it is you're engaging with this, I truly fucking appreciate that because that's wild to me. Like it's wild. It's cool as shit. Like I said to my dude M3 not that long ago, he said he gets a check or not a check, but something in his Google account, like 25 cents or whatever, and whatever. But to get paid to bullshit with your homies about stuff you love, that's living. That's when you know you made it. Your bills might be a little tight, but knowing you're making a little bit of change just to get to hang out with your friends, that's pretty cool. I don't make any money. I don't make anything. But hanging out with you guys is great. That's my point. I love it here on the YouTubes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Seafrost, Lady Virgo, Ultra, Old School, Moto Viper, TKD Bar, Kaz, Rowdy Riles was up in here for a few minutes. Always a pleasure seeing everybody's names and everybody that I don't link, your channels to. Everybody go check out everybody and share and love, and that's it. I don't know. It's spooky season, so stay spooky. Until next time, get over to Flex Friday here in Casual Toy Collector. That's Casual with a K on YouTube, and we will see you soon. Night.